China. The country of efficiency, invention, and apparently, my ethnicity. If you clicked on this video, I'm guessing you're Chinese, or at least know a little bit about Chinese culture. And if you know anything about Chinese people, it's that they are very proud of their heritage. The problem is, I'm Chinese too, and yet I feel almost no connection to China, which kind of makes me all the more a disgrace to my ancestors. Before I explain why, let me first explain what it feels like to be an out-of-touch Chinese person. I don't speak Chinese. I can't talk to my relatives. I've never even been to China. The disconnect runs really deep. Have you ever been mistaken for an employee at a grocery store? That's exactly what it feels like. Except instead of, where is the asparagus, it's, can you speak Chinese? Ni hao. And I'm like, haha, no, sorry. And then I give the exact same awkward smile and do the exact same walk of shame every single time. And yes, the random Chinese aunties are judging me. What's worse than that? Having to force my relatives to speak English to me. Because they actually know me. So they're judging my entire bloodline for me not knowing my own mother tongue. I am so sorry. And before you say it, I have tried learning Chinese, okay? But the Chinese school I went to just made us memorize poems and watch TV shows, literally none of which I could understand. So don't blame me if I decide to just draw instead of pay attention to class. Honestly, I blame my family history. When people ask, where are your parents from? I can't just say China. My parents are Chinese, but were born outside of China, and they met in Canada. So I give this whole explanation and they're still confused because my last name doesn't sound Chinese either. My parents moved to Canada super young and raised me and my siblings with this really chill, hands-off style, which sounds good until you realize no pressure also means not much direction. And that led to a lot of overthinking, existential crises, and not much actual progress in life. Don't get me wrong, I'm really grateful for their support, for sure, but they just support whatever I wanted, and I didn't know what I wanted for most of my life. They just never pushed anything in specific regarding my school, career, and goals, which meant I had no idea what I was aiming for. This whole parenting style is more popular in third-generation immigrants, which I technically am, but most of my friends are second-gen, so I always felt like I was floating between categories. So you know what happens when a kid doesn't feel like they fit in? They pretend to. I spent a lot of my childhood trying to fit in with my more stereotypical Chinese friends. If they dropped a Chinese word or idiom, I'd be like, haha, yeah, and act like I got it, which obviously I didn't. And I still imagine my disappointed ancestors looking down at me every time I lied like that. I weirdly only had Chinese friends growing up, but the whole time I felt like a fraud. Sure, I can use chopsticks like a pro, and yeah, I played piano, badminton, and ping pong, but I still didn't feel Chinese enough. I put extremely high expectations on myself from myself. Like, if I could just be more diligent or work harder, I wouldn't feel like a fake, even though I didn't know what I was working toward. Here's what I learned from my 18 years of living like this. Even if you don't feel like who you should be, whether it be ethnically, culturally, or personally, it's okay. Everyone's experience is different, and that doesn't make you any less valid. I still feel disconnected from Chinese culture in a lot of ways, but now I'm learning more about it on my own terms, not to impress my friends or to go through Chinese school, but because I actually want to. It's never too late to explore your roots or to make peace with who you are, even if it doesn't look the way that others think that it should. So yeah, maybe you relate, and if you didn't, I hope you at least learned one new thing about me and third-generation Chinese people. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day wherever you are.